it does appear, barring any unforeseen changes, we're going to be seeing Jameis Winston for the rest of the year. The reason why we saw Dorian Thompson-Robinson is because Jameis was the third inactive quarterback on
emergency
Sunday.
Yeah.
And, all right, I just don't understand this league where you got to have quarterbacks as a third. Like, how many times do you have to see quarterbacks go down over and over and over? I don't get the whole roster business. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But at any rate, Jameis wasn't active. He now is. Kevin Stefanski made it official moments ago.
Jameis will start. Dorian, obviously, coming off that injury. We'll see how he looks this week, but Jameis will start. Jameis is a guy we've kind of talked about all offseason, who works very hard at this. Like you mentioned, has a ton of experience playing this game, has seen a lot. He prepares really well, so yeah, feel good about it.
Should feel good about it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. We should see the deep ball a lot more. That's for sure. And
he is going to push it downfield.
I mean,
it's going to be a wild ride.
He's the king of the 30-30. 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
It is going to be a wild ride.
It's going to be a wild. But you know what ride? It's been a boring ride for the Browns
100%.
all year. It's been a boring ride. Yep. It has been an unwatchable ride. It has been a frustrating ride. It has been an absolute, complete disappointing ride.
I mean, they haven't scored more than 20 points in a game this year.
And so, and this is, listen, nobody should ever boo somebody as they're being carted off the field or cheer the fact that they're being carted at all. So that was beyond the pale and rightfully called out by Myles Garrett and Jameis and everyone else in Cleveland. And not to paint all Browns fans with that same broad brush, but we can move on from that. Bottom line is I wanted to see Jameis in this offense weeks ago. And I know Browns fans did too.
It would have been nicer if he had Cooper still there, though. For them and him.
Sure. But, okay, Jerry Jeudy, time to step up.
Yep. Last chance saloon.
Let's go.
For Jerry Jeudy.
And last time we saw somebody take over this offense with a veteran head, they wound up being the comeback player of the year. So
post-game pressers are now going to be must-see. We might have to have a Jameis Winston files to add
watch.
to, our Harbaugh watch because
here we go. Let's see what this thing looks like with Jameis there. Let's see how different it can be. Let's see what the offense, how Stefanski schemes it different, because they were scheming it different from last year to this year for Deshaun. And we will see how this thing looks for Cleveland. And guess who's coming in? Ballmer. And they have got 5 straight losses. They need to win in the absolute worst way. They've already lost at home to a division opponent. I mean, Cincinnati, they're supposed to have owned him in Joe Burrow. Joe finally wins one, right? And now here comes Baltimore on an absolute heater coming in. Absolute total heater coming in. Nick Chubb scored last week, which is a very nice moment for him. I bet you he was dreaming of that for over a calendar year. So there's that. You got that news there.
Njoku's still balling right there. I don't know. I don't want to talk myself into the Browns, but you never know.
It's just been, as I said, unwatchable, disappointing, boring. This is now going to be a much wilder ride. And
Kevin Stefanski also announced Ken Dorsey's going to call the plays.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Just switch it up. I'm sure Baltimore's like, okay, what makes it more difficult, I imagine, to prep? Like you don't know what's coming at you? Right? All right, Cleveland, it's time to do that. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.